What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at Expendables 4, or Expend4bles, whichever you want to call it, depending on how you read it and how you sort of act about it. So, it's a new movie, and we took a look at a movie with Megan Fox in it yesterday, and we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers franchise, so it's going to be a little bit of a Megan Fox-a-thon, over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months on the channel. So I thought it'd be a good time to watch this movie as well, because Jason Statham's in it, and we also have other people in this one as well. Who's in this one? Who the fuck? That is not who I thought. I wrote something down, and that's not who it was. Who the fuck is this guy? Rocky? The guy who played Rocky. I didn't write down his actual name. I don't know what he's called. Anyway, The Expendables is a 2023 action-adventure movie which is an hour and 43 minutes, and it has a 4.8 out of 10 IMDb, a 14% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4 out of 5 on Amazon. You can watch this on Amazon Prime and also Google Play. Armed with every weapon they can get their hands on, the Expendables are at the world's last line of defense, and the team that gets called when all other options are off the table. This is Expendables 4, right? I don't know if this is an Expendables 1, 2, or 3, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know if this is the fourth one in the series. I don't know. But it's a new film, so I watched it. I watched it on Amazon Prime. And how the story actually starts off is with Rocky showing up to Megan Fox's house as she's arguing with Jason Statham. And their argument is pretty shitty. They go to a bar, and they get into a bar fight and steal a ring back. They then go to their mission, and the plane crashes in that mission, and Rocky dies. We then have the other four trying to complete the mission, but end up letting the bad guy get away because Rocky ended up dying. Jason Statham then gets kicked off the team, has sex with Megan Fox, gives her a dagger, and is like, here, if you're going to be leading the team, take this dagger. That dagger has a tracker. It tracks them all the way to the boat that they're going on, and they're infiltrating. They also recruit another soldier, kind of Suicide Squad-like, where they just recruit another soldier for no apparent reason, and they all get captured within the first 5 minutes and thrown into the bottom part of the boat. We then have Jason Statham come in, recruit one of Rocky's old mates, and he's like, yeah, brother, let's go fight. And he's like, no, I've taken a vow of peace, I cannot fight. I wish you good luck, though. Lets Jason Statham go. 5 minutes later, after Jason Statham's fought through at least half the army, he shows up and is like, it would be disrespectful not to fight. And, you know what? Fair enough. He fights around with a knife. Jason Statham uses a gun, so it's kind of like a all-rounder sort of good time. Close combat and long-range combat. They end up freeing their friends and is like, hey, welcome. Here's your guns, let's bounce. And Megan Fox is like, haha, guess what? It was all part of the plan for you to arrive. I knew that dagger had a tracker. And Jason Statham's like, oh, cool, chill, let's go. They fight their way through the boat. They practically kill everybody and realize that their commander was setting them up and ratted them out the entire time. So they kill the commander, everyone gets on a boat, and there's a nuke on this boat. That's what the whole reason they came here. So Jason Statham's like, nah, I gotta complete the mission, this is my sacrifice. So he stays to blow up the nuke, and then out of fucking nowhere, Rocky shows up in a helicopter and is like, get on. He gets on, they blow up the boat, he flies away, and he's like, this has all been part of my master plan. Yeah, I didn't die in the plane crash, I jumped out. The person that you saw burnt to a crisp was this guy. I just needed the, leader, our leader, our commander, to believe I was dead. And that's pretty much it. That's the story. I'm gonna be honest, it is a basic story. It is a shit story. It is very bare bones. There isn't a whole lot. It's generic sort of end of the world stakes. Oh, there's a nuke on this boat. It's going to blow up Russia. They're going to start World War III. Villain wants to start World War III. Don't really know why they want to start World War III, but they do. They want to start a world war. They want to start a giant fight which will make them quote-unquote money or famous. We then also have them, just knowing the sort of cliche of, oh, good guy turns bad guy. Good guy was always on bad guy's team. The big old switcheroo. basic trope. We also have other basic tropes of sexy woman in game, in like movie, to try and boost sales, like Megan Fox. And then we also have other shit like handsome men, generic men, The Rock or Jason Statham acting as themselves in big action movie. And it's just boring, it's stale, it's the stuff we've already seen countless times. It's not fresh, it's not new, it's not a new take on anything. Sometimes, like, we don't need a new take on anything. I always say that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you're making a movie, but you at least gotta make it interesting, and this just doesn't. This movie falls into all the old cliches, all the basic sort of, tick marks that you get for these action movies, and it ticks them all off. Every single one gets ticked off, so it just fall kind of flat, and it's not exciting. The story is very, very predictable. It's just very bare bones, and I predicted practically everything that was going to happen. There was a couple of funny moments, but it didn't make the film. It didn't break the film, but like, it didn't help it in any way. The action was actually quite cool. I liked the action, but it wasn't just one of those movies where you could turn your brain off. It just didn't capture you. It didn't excite you. It wasn't an interesting concept. It was just slop that we've already seen. It's regular churned out slop, like we see in, for example, YouTube nowadays, how there is loads of channels that just churn out like the same slop over and over and over again by talking really quick, loads of super fast editing, trying to hook you in, keep you all engaged, like 10 out of 10, super fast, super hype, oh, let's go, oh, hello, everybody, the quote-unquote Mr. Beastification of things. It kind of feels like that. It is a checkbox. It feels like it doesn't have a soul. It is a very corporate sort of blueprint, sort of step-by-step guide that they used to make this movie, and they stuck to it to a T. They crossed their I's and dotted their T's, and there is no, like, personality to this movie. It's a forgetful movie. It fades to nothing. It has nothing going for it. It has a big A-list sort of cast of actors. It's got Rocky, it's got Megan Fox, it's got Jason Statham. Big names are in this movie, but even they can't save it, because two of them, Megan Fox and Jason Statham, aren't in the movie for half of it. Not Jason Statham. Megan Fox and Rocky aren't in it. They're in it at the start to open up the world and introduce them. They're in it at the end to help in the action, but during the middle section, they're cut out of it completely. They're just not there at all. They're just not there. And it's all up to Jason Statham, which makes it feel like every other Jason Statham movie, because we have him in The Beekeeper doing the exact same thing, going through buildings, going through apartments, going through motels, malls, supermarkets, boats, killing people. It is just a Jason Statham movie. And I'm sick of him. I'm just sick of them. There's nothing, there's no fruit bearing anything to this movie. It's just there. It is just there. So, yeah, I got fucking nothing to say about this. It is just another Jason Statham slop movie. So, I'm gonna cut this one a little bit shorter than I cut my other ones, and gonna do some self-promotion. So if you don't want to listen to that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all next one. Hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. However, if you do want to listen to that self-promotion, if you do want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, if you do want to see more from me, you can check out the link in the description, which will take you to everything else that I have to offer as a content creator from my Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Reddit, Discord, Cameo, TikTok, podcast, even a comic book. Everything that I do online, everything that I'm working on, because I'm not just here on YouTube, I'm posting everywhere. I try and do daily content here on YouTube and also on TikTok, and then I post on like Facebook and Instagram every so often when I have a cool new idea or I've gone out and done something for the day. I post on my story a little bit as well on Snapchat and Instagram. Nothing too exciting, but you know, I am on these locations and you can go find me if you do want to. However, if you want to stay here on YouTube, a little birdie, aka YouTube, has told me that only 98% of you haven't subscribed. You know, just a little percentage of you, 98. Nothing too much, nothing too exciting. So yeah, if you do want to change that number, if you do want to sort of lower that number down and join the price tags, hit that subscribe button, and you know, it's the big red button down below. I can guarantee you that it is free, and you can always change your mind later if you decide my content's no longer for you, or you don't actually like my stuff, it was just a one-off video of mine that you liked, or, you know, you just think I'm a dickhead and you don't want to subscribe anymore. Completely fine. But as of right now, you are watching, you've made it 11 minutes into the video, and you've even stayed for the little self-promotion part at the end, so you are a loyal viewer, so please definitely hit that subscribe button. And what I cannot guarantee is that your phone, tablet, TV, whatever you're watching this on, won't explode, because, you know, it's big red button. They tend to do that. It makes stuff explode. I completely forgot to rate this movie. It's a 4 out of 10. I would never watch this again. I would never watch this again. I don't even recommend that you guys watch it. It is so boring. Like, there is so many, like, better movies that you can watch and sort of fill your time with, so this is a 4 out of 10. There's always something better to watch. There's always something more fulfilling to watch, and I'd recommend you'd go watch those instead. I don't have anything else to say, so if you do want me to do any other film reviews, anime reviews, TV show reviews, do leave it down in the comments below, and I'll get onto it as soon as possible. So, bye-bye.